Zara's Big Messy Bedtime by Rebekah Borucki. It was moving day, and everybody was pitching in to help. Well, everybody except Sam. Zara's little brother was up to his regular antics, but he wasn't annoying her so much on that particular day. Zara was too excited to feel bothered. Dottie was moving into a brand new apartment, and that meant Zara would have a bedroom of her own whenever she visited. She couldn't wait to move in. Dottie let Zara paint the walls lavender, her favorite color, and put a sign on the door to keep Sam out. It was a long day of packing and moving and unpacking and putting things away. Zara and Dottie were exhausted. Sam was tired too, but from playing, not from helping. Unlike Sam, who protested loudly about going to bed and took forever to settle down, Zara looked forward to bedtime. Mama helped her make a routine that she practiced every night. Brush teeth, put on pajamas, read for 20 minutes. "Time to get ready for bed," Daddy called out from the kitchen. Zara brushed her teeth with her new sparkly toothbrush. She put on her new pajamas. She grabbed Worry and her library book and jumped into her brand new bed. In just a few minutes after she put down her book, Zara would be fast asleep. But many minutes passed, then more, then some more, and Zara was still wide awake. Falling asleep was impossible. Her new pajamas were stiff and scratchy. The traffic signal outside her window clicked and clacked noisily. And what's that weird shadow in the corner? Zara wondered as her eyes grew big as saucers. "I hate it here. I want to be in my bed back at Mama's." Zara was tired the next day. Everything Sam did seemed to pester her twice as much. And when the neighbor kids, Annie and Quentin, came over and asked Zara and Sam to play, Zara told them she wanted to stay inside instead. The second night at Daddy's was no different. Zara brushed her teeth, put on her pajamas, and went to bed with Worry and her library book. And just like the night before, Zara was miserable. Her scratchy pajamas, the clickety-clack of the traffic signal, and the shadowy shapes covering the walls all kept her wide awake. Zara talked to Worry, and that helped her feel a little bit better, but it would be a long time before she finally fell asleep. It was Sunday morning, and that meant soccer practice for Zara and Sam. Grandma was coming to watch, and Zara was happy about that. But Zara was tired. She couldn't run as fast or pass the ball as well as usual. Grandma noticed and talked to Zara after practice. "What's wrong, sweetie? You don't seem like yourself." "I'm so tired. Everything is so different at Daddy's, and I can't sleep. I like visiting him, but I miss my bed at Mama's." "I understand," said Grandma. "Getting used to new situations can be hard. Some things like moving or going to a new school can be exciting, but they can also feel scary or uncomfortable. It's normal to feel more than one feeling at once, or all kinds of feelings at once. And sometimes we need extra help, even when we're exactly where we want to be, doing exactly what we want to do." Zara was listening. "Would you like to hear something that worked for me?" asked Grandma. "Yes, please," Zara replied. "I have a poem that I say to myself whenever I'm trying something new and feeling a little worried or uncomfortable. It helps me talk about what's bothering me, but it also helps me see the good parts. Name one thing that's not so great. Now another thing to celebrate. One part that has to be, and my favorite things to comfort me." Grandma helped Zara come up with the answers for each part of the poem. Name one thing that's not so great. That was easy. Zara had a whole list. Itchy pajamas, noisy traffic signals, and scary shadows. Now another thing to celebrate. Her new friends Annie and Quentin, and a lavender bedroom of her own. One part that has to be. There was no getting rid of that traffic signal. And my favorite things to comfort me. Zara and Grandma came up with a bunch of things that might help with the not-so-great stuff. Worry the dragon, soft pajamas from home, and a nightlight to deal with those pesky shadows. Zara was nervous about visiting Daddy the following weekend, but she also had her favorite things to comfort her packed in her overnight bag. She was happy to see Annie and Quentin playing outside when she arrived. She was even happier to see her sign that told Sam to keep out. At bedtime, Zara followed her routine. She brushed her teeth with her new sparkly toothbrush. She put on her favorite pajamas that she brought from Mama's. She grabbed Worry and her book and climbed into bed. And when Daddy came in to say goodnight and shut off the lights, he turned on her new nightlight. One thing that's not so great, another thing to celebrate. One part that has to be my favorite things to comfort me. The traffic signal was still there, clickety-clacking outside her window, but everything else felt all right. I like it here, Zara thought, as she let out a great big yawn and fell fast asleep. The end.